Education. I'm Russ Coleman, the authoritative director at Houston, NASA, and I'm here to teach you about the moon. Now, did you know that the moon is 238,900 miles away? If we look right down here, we can see the moon shining super bright because right now we're at a full moon. And there's many different stages of the moon, but we're not worrying about that today because I'm telling you some closer things that you may not have known about the moon. So the moon rotates around the Earth every 27 days. And it has something we know as synchronous rotation, which means that it's locked onto the Earth as it rotates. So that's why we only see one side of the moon all the time. As we know, there's the dark side, which isn't actually dark, but it's the side we cannot see. So let's focus on Davis Johnson. He's an astronaut up at the moon, and he's going to tell you some more about that. Hi there, I'm Davis Johnson. I'm a U.S. astronaut. I'm here to teach you a little bit about the whereabouts on the moon. So we're at a spot known as the Eternal Darkness Zone. This is an area where the sun never shines on the moon. Because of this is one of the locations that we know as the darkest spot and the coldest spot in our solar system. It's around 26 Kelvin. That's roughly negative 413 degrees Fahrenheit. It's always dark down here. This is just one of many spots, usually in a crater, where there is eternal darkness. Next, I'm going to show you a spot known as eternal illumination, where it is always bright, very hot. See you there. Hi there. I'm now at the point of eternal illumination. What that means is that it's always light up here, and it gets very hot. Right now it's about 270 degrees Fahrenheit. That means I am really, really hot up here. I don't got air conditioning in this suit. So, what a downer. But over here, there is never any light because we are at the northern pole of the moon. And since the moon has a slight tilt to it, there are parts when it's rotating the Earth and going around the sun that it always stays bright. Because of this, eternal illumination. Alright, I'm going to show you something cool in just a few minutes. Hi there. I got one last thing to teach you guys about the moon. And that's about the stuff on the floor right down here. Moon dust. Did you know that there's about roughly 120 kilograms of moon dust in every little storm that goes on here at the moon, a dust storm? And that's a lot of moon dust. But did you know that every 24 hours there's roughly 5 tons of new space moon dust that lands here right onto the moon from all the comets striking around here? Looks like we got a little dust storm coming. It's not too bad. Oh, well, it's bigger than we look. Ah! Isn't old Davey a stinker playing his old-timey jokes and whatnot? But I think we need to get back to some serious business here. So did you know no one can own the moon? And this is due to something called the Outer Space Treaty, which basically states that the moon is the property of everyone. We all own the moon. So if you're watching this right now, you own part of the moon because it's everyone's. But many different countries got involved to see this, to make this plan happen. So let's get on to, I got a little demonstration for us, and that's going to be about some of the effects the moon has on us right here on Earth. And that's going to bring us down to tidal waves. That's why we have waves. So let's get into our demonstration. Alright, here's our little demonstration. I got some water in a bowl, and this is going to represent our tidal waves and tidal forces we have here on Earth. And so the moon is the one that causes these tidal forces. And the moon really creates these two bulges we know as high tide. One is on the side facing the moon, and the other one is on the opposite side of the Earth, where the ocean is. And see, there are low tides and high tides. and the low tides are the opposite sides, where the water isn't being pulled. So every single day there's 2 high tides and 2 low tides on the earth. And an approximate time for these high tides is about 12 hours and 25 minutes. That 25 minutes is due to the rotation of the moon going around the earth. Look at that, water. And that results in why we're able to have our waves go back and forth. See this? That's a wave. That's a wave. You got a surfer going down here. Woo! Thank you for watching this demonstration. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Thank you for watching Real Facts about the moon.